don't worry about navigating the business. Write something or find a project that you won't take no for an answer. And if you can't find money to do it, then, you know, find the right project that you can do yourself.
Hi, Jeffrey.
Hi, Jana, how are you?
I'm doing fine and you?
Good, thank you.
Thank you so much for your time. A pleasure to talk to you
Oh,
and to
yeah.
talk about Lake George. So, what was like the main inspiration for the script?
Um, well, the main inspiration was wanting to make a movie, going back to my roots as an independent filmmaker who also loves the genre, the hard-boiled crime genre. Being alone or being isolated during the pandemic, having time to self-reflect on life and coming up with a kind of redemption story in a genre that I love. So, and in places that I know that love, in environments that I love, with two characters that I could really relate to. So, it was really, I think, born out of the pandemic.
Yeah, yeah. I think a lot of like good projects was born throughout the pandemic. We have too
Yeah,
much time to think about it. So,
agreed.
right. So, and to find like the perfect, because you both characters very relatable to you, is as you just mentioned. What was about Carrie and Sean and Sean? I hope I'm
Shay.
saying Shay. Thank you. What was about them that got your attention? What about their previous work that made you pick them to play the both protagonists of the story?
Well, Shay, I knew from Boardwalk Empire, and I loved him in that. And then him and I had opportunity to work together on this thing called Dirty John. So we were able to really connect, as director and actor, and we really liked working with each other. Shay just feels like a real human being to me. He just feels like he could be your insurance salesman. He could be the manager at the supermarket, or maybe he could be the lawyer. He just feels like a real person. So when I thought of Don, of like this character who had a really inner struggle, I just thought of Shay because Shay emotes so much without seeming to work at all. And then Carrie, like she's just one of the great actresses. They both I love the fact that they're not super big names, and I knew that I love actors because they're underdogs. These characters are underdogs. So I wanted people to really root for them. And I just felt like getting character actors to come in and do it would be the best thing. And it's also, the genre is full of those people, it's full of these underdogs. When you look at a lot of noir, a lot of the people who become the leads were always the second and third characters in them. The Humphrey Bogarts, the George Raffs. Even I just saw the Fritz Lang movie. Oh God, The Big Heat, and Lee Marvin is like the bad guy in it. And then 5 years later, he's the lead in the movies. So I just felt like it just went with the territory.
Yeah. No, she's amazing. I think all characters that she plays, she's amazing. Like I love her. Like she just released like the three daughters, and then I love her on the nest,
Yeah.
and she's, I don't know, even in Ghostbusters, the Ghostbuster movie, she's always delivered something different in all every time that she play
She's
a
she's got
character.
a she's got a spark in her. She's got Carrie's when she walks into a room, it's like, whoa. Like she's got the greatest energy. She's really one of the smartest people I've ever met in my life. And I couldn't have been happier to get her. And there's a maturity about her, which I really wanted for Phyllis.
Yeah, I
I
love it.
wanted to feel like a life lived, right? And I thought she really brought that to the table.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, she just felt like a real human being.
yeah, she is. And you've been directing a lot of like TV, a lot of like TV projects,
Yeah,
and now you're coming, let's say you're coming back to the future world, to the movie, to the film world. What was like the challenge there, like being directing TV for quite some time and now come back to the movie set?
there really is no difference. The beautiful thing is that in TV, it's a writer's medium, right? So you always have the writer kind of whispering in your ear. So I was the writer whispering in my ear, and the freedom was amazing. It's like it was really a simple process because we didn't make it for a studio, so there were no executives, there was no notes.
Yeah.
So we just made the movie, and I surrounded myself with really smart people and collaborators who I've worked with for years and years and years. And that was just a dream come true. Like Todd Campbell and Cleta Ellington and Joey Oglesby, they all worked with me for years and years. So, and they had as much fun as I did because we had no studio executives telling us what to do.
Yeah, that's that this is one of the things that I love about indie movies because you guys like the film directors, writers, even the actors, you guys are doing what you love the most without like just collaborating within you. Like you don't need anyone big heads talking about,
Yeah, and we're
oh,
not
you
getting
cannot do
paid,
this, you cannot do that.
right? And we're not getting paid very much. So,
I know, but
but it makes up for the creativity makes up for it. I got to tell you, it's the happiest I think I've ever been on a set.
you see, pays off,
It
pays
pays
off.
off. Yes, it does.
Yes. I think, and for us that for me that love movies a lot, I appreciate the big blockbusters, but I appreciate more you guys, like what you guys. And this year I watched wonderful indie movies that I was like, oh my God, I cannot believe it. This is not, you know, get too much attention, but I want more, you know what I mean? So, and
Well, the best movie in the last 10 years is an indie movie, pretty much, Anora. So
yeah,
that movie is so good and it's so independent in spirit. And I must say that he's a big influence. It's like you got to give credit to see somebody who makes movies about such disparate characters and does it with so much heart. It's like, and people are going to see that movie.
yeah, yeah.
So it gives me hope.
Yeah, I love Strange Darling that came out this year as well. I love it.
Yeah.
I think it's both are amazing. I spoke to 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 Mikey, and she's an amazing actress as well. And
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
I hope she get more projects in the future.
Yeah, I think she will.
I hope so too. So, and this road trip, if you have to do a road trip, you want to go to Washington State or you want to go to another place?
Well, California, I love California. California is most beautiful. It's really beautiful. I wrote about places that I know really well and that I've lived in or have houses in. And and you write a low budget movie, you got to write for what you own or what your sister owns. Or so it's like I use my sister's house, I use my house. That car is my car. So and the Sierra Nevada have been my kind of church and temple for my entire adult life. When I go there, I feel like if there is a bigger kind of important part of life, then it's up in those mountains, because it's nature, it's the great litmus test. So I wanted to shoot in all these beautiful places, and so that's what I did. Yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing. I love a road trip. We did one when we moved to from Florida to California. we did one, and then we went to different states, and it was an amazing experience.
Yeah, road trip is a California, I mean, is a American experience.
Oh yes, absolutely, absolutely. And you have a lot of like experience, and my channel, I have a lot of like newcome actors, newcome directors watching the interviews and everything. What do you what advice you give to them to pursue a career in this business?
It's funny because I've it's the one thing I've been on, you know, you go to the film festivals and people always ask you, how do you navigate the business? And I always say, don't worry about navigating the business. Write something or find a project that you won't take no for an answer. And if you can't find money to do it, then, you know, find the right project that you can do yourself because it doesn't cost that much money. But so many people are worried about like getting, you know, trying to figure out the business. They'll never figure out the business. Like money from this movie came from two guys in Waco, Texas. It was based on my kind of TV credits. They knew they were getting into a business with a reputable filmmaker, right? But who knew that that's where the money would came from? I thought I was going to go to a studio. So I saying, just go make a movie or go do it. Like, don't be afraid, but make sure that when you believe in it enough that when 100 people say no, you're still believing it enough, and you know it's good enough that you can go to the 101st person and maybe they'll give you the money.
That's amazing. And before I wrap it up, did you play those guitars over
I do
there?
play. Yeah, I
Yeah.
do play.
Yeah, that's
Uh,
awesome.
I'm not. My son's a really great player.
Okay.
I'm a hacker, but it keeps me, you know, gives me something to do.
Amazing. Jeffrey, I just want to thank you so much for your time. A pleasure to meet you. And I hope everybody liked the movie and a lot of success always. Thank you
Oh,
so
thank you
much.
so much. Bye bye.
Bye bye. If you like to support or continue to support Jana on Camera, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share the videos.